We're in the kitchen today, gonna make some chicken paprikash with dumplings because that's what my kids requested. It's different than my mom's chicken and dumplings. I'm sure when she watches this video she could tell you why, but I'm just gonna show you how I do it. Chicken breast, chopped into chunks, and then I put my own seasoning blend on it of salt and pepper, paprika, turmeric, and garlic and onion powder and a little bit of parsley. Mixed it, and now it's gonna sit. Chicken is resting, soaking in all those flavors, so now it's time to start with the rest of this. We're gonna go with some of this stuff. You know what this is? Butter! And as you read on there, it's a great value, so you know where I got this from for those of you who live in the US. Okay, and then we're gonna put some onions on it. Can you see the onions there? Yeah, we're gonna put some onions into this butter that's gonna go into this pot, and then we're going to just let them sweat. Onions are sweating, kind of caramelizing a little bit. If I move the pot, you can see that there. Ooh, that's okay, it adds flavor. So we're gonna throw the chicken in here, and then we'll start cooking the chicken. But I also wanna show you over here, the dumpling mix. Okay, so we're using flour. I did 2 cups of flour. Threw in some onion powder, some salt, some pepper. I'm gonna put in 2 eggs that I've mixed with some, what is this, light cream. There you go. And we're gonna put it in with the flour mixture and make our dumpling. Okay, the chicken's in here. I use chicken breast because that's what my family prefers. They don't like the dark meat, but you can use that. You just put some chicken legs and thighs with the bone in, and that's normally how my mom would do it. Cook it in the butter and onion until it was done enough. And then she would, I'll show you in the next step, of course, pour in the broth and the rest of the seasoning. It was a little too dry for me, so I'm going to add in some more of the light cream and get it to a consistency I like, and I'll show you that in a moment. This is a consistency that I like. It's all come together. It's a bit thick, and it'll kind of drop into the what do you call that? Gravy, broth, whatever it is that'll be with the chicken. So you'll see how I do that soon. But there you go. A little bit of milk did the trick. Chicken almost ready for the paprika and the chicken. How much paprika? Maybe about that much? I don't know. With maybe a 1/4 cup. We're going to start with that and see how it goes. We're going to stir it in. It's hard to do it one-handed. Maybe I should get one of my kids to help. My daughter is going to help me here. She's going to, I'm not showing the camera, so I'm not showing her face, but she's going to stir that. And then, okay, organic chicken broth. I don't use everything organic. Yeah, I could say we do the juices thing, we transmute everything. But anyway, so here we go, in with some chicken broth. How much? I'm not sure. I just kind of eye it. That's why I'm doing this video, because I just eye things. And then we'll taste it and see if it's strong enough as far as the paprika flavor goes and all the other seasonings, because we're going to add sour cream to this. And when you add a milk product to things, it kind of mutes the flavor a little bit. So we'll check this soon once this has come to a boil. All right, we're going to add some more chicken broth. Why? Because I'm going to be making a lot of dumplings. My kids like dumplings. So I'm going to add some more chicken broth. That might be good. It's like maybe another half a container worth. So probably a full 1/4 of chicken broth is in here. And I might have to add more later because, you know, dumplings soak up a lot of gravy. And we're going to put in my seasoned salt mix. This is a mix that I came up with because I do not use chicken bouillon, and it's got salt and pepper, turmeric, paprika, parsley, garlic, and onion powder, all mixed together in different ratios, of course. But it's so fun, and it's tasty, and my kids use it for everything. A tip for those of you who are kind of maybe not savvy in the kitchen, like I used to be, not very savvy, take a lid and put it over your pot, and then turn it up to high to bring it to a boil. It'll come to a boil faster because the heat gets trapped, and it's so cool. It boils faster, bottom line. So always cover your pot when you want it to boil. Okay, dumpling time. My daughter is graciously helping us out. She just take a little scoop. Well, it might be a little bit big of a dumpling because they will expand. I know you like big dumplings. Okay, She likes big dumplings and she cannot lie.
You're crazy.
Okay, so then she's going to grab just a little bit smaller dumplings because these are really going to swell.
You said scoop.
I know, but I didn't show you that big of a scoop.
What?
Sure, put it in there. Yay! Stir a little bit. Well, this heat doesn't really turn down too much, but we're going to turn it down a bit. Doesn't it look good? No, not really, right? It's just red with blobs of stuff in there. Kind of looks like, I don't know, I'm not going to go through anything. Blood? Anyway, it's very tasty. It smells great in here.
I don't want to eat it now.
See, I always
Keep your commentary to yourself.
keep my commentary to myself, she says. Okay, looks like lava. My other daughter says lava. So we're going to continue until all the dough mixture is into the pot and we have our dumplings, and then we will come back and show you what it looks like, because then we'll have to put in the sour cream. We've got all the dumplings in there, all the dough in there. We're going to check it now. What? Look at the dumplings floating to the top. Okay, soon it'll be sour cream time. We've got some sour cream in here. Maybe half cup worth. Okay, but I have to thin it out. Otherwise it's going to be lumpy when I put it into the, you know, the rest of the food there, the chicken paprikash stuff. So my daughter's going to stir this as I move to the side so she can stir it. Mix it in very nicely, gently, so it kind of becomes runny. Then we might have to thicken the chicken paprikash, but it's not thick enough, you know. Again, this is chicken and dumplings, my mom's kind of style, but with my own twist on it, because, you know, you're always allowed to make other recipes the way you want them. My siblings might not approve, and other people who've had mom's chicken and dumplings, but this is my version of hers. We'd ask for it a lot as kids do. We'd fight over who got the drumsticks, but that's okay. And the red sauce. You know, we'd always eat the gravy with bread. You just take bread, put some butter on it, and then soak up the gravy. Oh, so awesome. Okay, now my daughter's going to pour the sour cream mixture into the pot and use a spoon. I was gonna about turn the phone here. Use this. Okay, I'm turning the phone too much. It's flipping upside down. What? Okay, I'll be a better photographer in my next life. In this life, I'm just trying to get dinner cooked. And then she's going to stir it with a spoon. When she has finished emptying the bowl the way she feels that it needs to be emptied. Yay! Oh, doesn't that look nice? All those dumplings floating to the top means that they are done. I let them cook for about 5 minutes. It is a lot of dumplings because my children like dumplings. And normally Mom would thicken the gravy a bit. I just don't know how she did it, so I'm gonna do it my way, which means cornstarch and water. Because, you know, who doesn't like a thickened gravy that just kind of like sits right on top of your dumpling and makes it taste so delicious? All right, so in the next section, you're going to see cornstarch slurry going in there to thicken this wonderful dish. My cornstarch slurry, this is like maybe 3 tablespoons of cornstarch and some chicken broth, because I don't like using just water. You know why? When you can flavor food. And trying to start with one hand is not helpful. It's going to turn into like oblique in a moment here if I don't, you know, put the camera down to just kind of stir. But the point is, this is our slurry, and it's about to go into our pot. See, look at that now, it's liquid. Isn't that awesome? And I use the same bowl that the sour cream was in, because why waste another bowl? All right, assistant. May I please have assistance? Yes. We're going to pour this into our chicken and dumplings, but you have to pour and stir at the same time because I'm recording. Okay, I'm done mixing. Spoon. Pour at the same time. Here we go. She's gonna do it. Not all of it, just a little bit, and see how thick it gets. Okay, about half of it. Pour half of it in. And then stop. And then let it come back to a boil and see if it's thick enough. If you like the thickness, then we stop. If you don't like the thickness, you want it thicker, then pour more in. You want it thicker than that? Is that a yes?
I don't know.
Okay, dump the rest in. Let's make it thicker. Dump it all in. Dump it all. Because, you know,
It has been dumped.
it has been dumped and now it's being stirred. And it's going to be deliciousness. Okay, we have an electric stove. So the burner stays hot for a long time. So I just turned off the heat because there's no need for it to stay on. And look at that deliciousness. Thick gravy. Oh yeah, that would definitely coat a piece of bread with butter on it. Oh, awesome.
Butter.
Yes, it's the only way. You have to have fat. Like Paula Dean, that chef in the South here, she just loves butter, and just butter is awesome. I love butter. Last lesson. See, I've been cleaning as I go. Notice there's just paprika on the counter because we still have to adjust the seasoning. I haven't done that yet. I'm letting it cool for a bit. I still have the flour and the sour cream and my seasoned salt, but everything else has been put away. See? No dishes in the sink. They've all been cleaned. Yeah! Whoa. Okay, so here it is. The dumpling. I cut it open. It's cooked through. Of course, our chunks of chicken in here. I've got my bread and butter ready to go. Do you girls want to give a review?
It tastes. Why are you showing me?
Okay, I'm showing your food.
I think it tastes good. It's just really hot, so be careful.
Okay, your review. It's on your food.
It's a little bit salty.
A little bit salty.
Well,
Okay.
I give it
So
5
definitely
stars.
have to. Okay, one gave a 5-star. What do you give it, Sam?
Actually, no, nothing's perfect. I'll give it a 4.2.
4.2. Okay. Well, for saltiness, you could always add more broth to it,
Mom, the
and then
broth is
thicken it
salty.
some more. I know. That's why I'm saying if it's salty, add more broth. The broth is not salty. It comes unsalted. Okay.
Oh.
Anyway, there you go. They like it. They're eating it. Have fun with yours. Bye.